Good, Madam Chair. How are you today?
Well, hi, Mr. Executive Committeeman. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. What are you doing with this corn?
Well, it's from our Victory Garden. And it is gorgeous, and I thought it would be good for people to see because I bet we are the only county party in the United States that has corn growing in front. And I'll take that bet.
That is a good bet, and you'd make a lot of money if you did that. But we have here at 2505 Wade Hampton Boulevard, we have a Victory Garden in front of the building. There's 35,000 cars drive past this building every day, and now people are starting to identify it as the building with the cornfield in front of it. So it's been kind of fun.
Yeah, very clever branding.
Yes.
So, yeah, and what is it? You know, what I like about it, so, you know, corn is food, right? And of course, every Friday we have coffee and politics, and the food has been, you know, food is always a huge community builder, and that's what it's about for us, is building that community of people that work as hard as all of our volunteers do, and then they get out, and they also do the hard work of going and bringing other people into the voting process.
They do. And it's all about educating people and getting people involved and bringing people together. So
that's exactly right.
The garden's been fantastic for
that. So you got a show and tell too. What's
I do too. This is our door hangers. Everybody's been pretty excited about this, but part of what we want to do between now and the next June 2024 primary is we want to touch everybody in our precincts, at least a hard R's and soft R's and swing voters, whoever we can get out to vote, because voting turnout's horrible. I think it was about 12% last June in 2022. So we want to touch them 7 times. So the initial, because that's a sales technique. You touch people 7 times and then they'll buy. So we're going to touch them 7 times using these palm cards. We got people going out door knocking, actually distributing these on houses, just to really introduce initially about the Greenville County Republican Party, let people know we exist. It really hadn't existed before we got involved 2 years ago. Actually,
I love it. Well, I really love these palm cards because they allow you to go back to the same person over and over. I love the way they were designed so that they're a long-term sales piece, you know, because you know there's a bullet items and you can make you know, for each of those 7 visits there's a topic that you can go back to. So.
And we did buy our first 10,000, so I expect we're going to run out pretty soon. Because we do have 151 precincts, and you know 10,000 won't go very far in there. But so this will be the initial one. Maybe we'll tweak it as we go forward. But people are actually taking their business cards, attaching here. They're taking precinct newsletters and attaching here. Just whatever it kind of how they want to communicate. We let each precinct decide how they want to do it. So and we'll find best practices that way.
Right. Well, that's great, and I think our people work so hard because they like the excitement. I mean, just a little more than a week ago, we were all at the Trump rally. And I think our people were so pleased that, you know, they got to take center stage. It was not a situation where we, the people with the titles, were up front, but we let our people go center stage, and I think it paid dividends because I tell you, they work phenomenally hard.
They did, and it was exciting because I think we got a lot of our people, maybe 70 or 80, I think, got in on the VIP Express and involved in the motorcade and some fun things like that. So we could not have been more excited about getting our people front stage, front and center, and actually on that balcony thing or the stadium, the bleachers right behind.
That's right. Now, I kind of liked that little tree spot I had because it was so hot, but it was a phenomenal experience. My very first Trump rally, and I cannot wait till the next one.
Well, hopefully there'll be another one soon.
Exactly. So, and you or I were talking about one other thing, Jeff, which is the idea of how do you get the commitment from people to not only vote themselves, or maybe get somebody else to vote, because we don't want to spend all our time preaching to the choir, right? You know, so we need to engage those people. So I think that's the other thing that those cards can help us.
That is one of the challenges, because we do live in a small community. We all talking to each other. We need to get out, and we're challenging people, certainly here in Greenville, to go out. You know, if you're going to vote, go bring 1, 2, 3 people. How many can you bring? And we're kind of using that as a challenge. Some of our people in the different precincts to bring somebody. You know, get them out to vote. So that'll build community within your neighborhoods and your precincts, and it'll get hopefully increased turnout. So that's what we want to do. We want to at least double turnout, and we want to double that turnout, that extra 100% of turnout. We want those to be good conservatives and informed conservatives, know who they're voting for and what they're doing. Because I will tell you, I'm as guilty as the next guy. I used to actually just go in the poll. I didn't know who I was voting for. I just said, well, that name sounds neat, and I'd vote for them, or the number of signs that I saw as I was driving up to the polling location. That is not how to select who you want to vote for. So.
Well, especially now that our nation is really at a crisis point, you know, to look at, you know, to read something from the mayor's office and talk, you know, that says that, there's a queer wellness center that is in conjunction with the Greenville housing. These sorts of things absolutely make no sense to most South Carolinians. So
Since the housing authority director, I think, was put on paid administrative leave the other day for some criminal activity.
yeah,
in Georgia,
yes,
so
yeah,
I don't know.
I know,
It's weird.
not a good look for the Greenville County hiring practices.
No.
Well, just like my other favorite is the Volkswagen plant in the UK in Germany laying off people, because nobody's buying their cars, but yet our legislatures or
I think we just gave them $1.3 billion.
That's exactly right.
So that's
lucky you and me, John.
I can't wait to look back 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years from now and see how that deal turns out.
Right, exactly.
We'll see. So,
Well, thank you.
thank you. Thank
Always
you for all
a
you're doing. It's
pleasure.
been
Thank you for all
fantastic.
you're doing. It's always a pleasure to be here.
All right. Take care. See y'all soon.
Okay.